Hello everybody and welcome back for episode 8 of the Doll Symposium. As always, I am your host, Shizusan, and my cute little assistant over here is the very lovely Hanamaru. So without further ado, why don't we just get today's video started. Alright everybody, so as always, let's get started with that Dollfie Dream news. So there is quite a bit to talk about this week. So let's just get started. So first off here, Volks International website has posted this here, that they are now resuming shipping again. But this time it's going to be through DHL. So very much so like Danny Chu has decided with Smart Doll to do DHL, because of the whole EMS thing not shipping to certain areas internationally. Volks has now followed suit and is now delivering via DHL for international orders. So if you did want to order anything, you can go to their website now and purchase them, and you will get it from DHL. There will be no increased price in shipping, according to what they're saying. So that is something that's pretty good. But I don't know if that changes anything for customs for certain countries on how much they pay. That part I don't know. But they have resumed shipping according to their website. Now, because they have resumed shipping, I have some news that I think is very interesting, but is not going to be easily accessible. So let's just start with it here. So Volks has posted in this picture here that they're having the Volks, I guess it's called the WOW project or WOW project. This is a project only for Volks Japan. So it's really something that was created for residents that live in Japan that are, due to COVID restrictions, not allowed to leave their homes or go to the store. So they're able to purchase some items online. And some of these items are very limited items, such as tan anything, like tan busts, tan hands, tan wrists, as well as some limited edition wigs and eyes are all available during this WOW project. Now you can only order it if you're a resident from Japan. So this is why I said it's a little bit harder. So my friends over at Japan Doll Direct, they are a premium buyer service. They will assist you in this matter. So you have to go to the Volks International website and find the items there, because it's not available on the international website. When you change language to English, it disappears. It's only available if you go onto the Japanese language site. So if you go there, pick the items that you want, let Japan Doll Direct know, and they will be able to help you out with that. No problem. Now, let's keep going. So in tune with Volks International going back online, so too has Volks USA posted here that they are back up and running since April 24th. However, if you go to the Volks USA website, there are still some glitches and issues. There were a few times I tried to log onto the site and it just doesn't show up at all, and then other times it did show up but it takes a little longer. So there are some glitches that they're still working through, but supposedly they are up. Now I haven't purchased anything to see if the checkout feature is still working or what glitches are there, because I didn't have anything I wanted to purchase at the moment. But for those of you that tried and have purchased from Volks USA recently, let me know. Put it down in the comment section down below so that everybody else can see whether or not if the cart is working. Also, you can tell from this picture that I posted here from my visit to their website, it does have the message there that they're having technical issues. But also for the February outfit event, which was supposed to take place this April, it has been postponed. And there is no estimated date for when it'll come back, so we're just going to have to keep an eye on that to see when that will happen. Now, Volks USA is also doing something during this COVID-19 pandemic, which is called the Volks USA Community Support Project. And basically what that is that doll owners can participate by visiting their website and clicking on the Google Forms to submit a picture of you and yourself. And you and yourself, that didn't make any sense. Yourself and your doll or dolls, depending on what you want to have in your photo, and send it in through the Google Forms to Volks USA, and you might be picked. Now, there is a couple people that have been picked. I'll post their picture here from their Volks USA website. And if you're picked, there are certain little rewards, like tiny little things, like you get a certificate or some kind of like postcard or something. But you have to also submit the form to be participating, and you have to submit the picture on your social media networks or social media sites like Twitter, Instagram, etc. and do the hashtag #SafeAtHomeWithDollfie. Hashtag #SafeAtHomeWithDollfie. And then hopefully you'll get picked and submitted to be posted on their website. So good luck to everybody that wants to participate in this event. Now, this event will only last from April 17th to May 15th. So you still have some time to submit your pictures, but don't wait too long or else the time period will run out. Now, for some announcements, Volks USA, no, not Volks USA, Volks International has announced a new Super Dollfie project. Now, normally I don't cover Super Dollfie as they are the resin dolls. The only time I do it is if it's something that personally interests me, because I'm not really a collector of Super Dollfie. So before I mentioned the Disney princesses, because they were all going to be Super Dollfies, and I mentioned Rapunzel, that came out just last Doll Party 43. And now, this is something that's really interesting, is that they're releasing Amabi. I think I'm saying that right. Amabi or Amabie. I'm not really sure. I think it's Amabi. But it's a yokai from Japanese folklore. Now, yokai is a supernatural being or supernatural spirit from old Japanese folklore or traditional tales. So this is definitely something that I think is really cool and interesting, that they're delving into other avenues. Now, I don't know if they have done any other kind of yokais before, but this is the first one that I know of. So if any of you know any other yokais that Volks International has released, please put it in the comment section down below, because I personally am not aware of any. But again, I'm not like very well versed in the resin hobby or the Super Dollfie side of Volks, but I just thought it was a really cool thing that Volks is doing to reach out to different avenues other than just, you know, their regular, I guess you can call them romantic period looking pieces or vampiric pieces or realistic pieces, and then their Disney pieces and other anime collaborations that they've done for resins, but this Japanese folklore one I thought was really cool. Now, let's also get to some other things, some other news. Oh, Volks USA, right? So Volks USA announced a couple days ago that if you pre-ordered the Nier Automata dolls, that the second and third wave of shipments delivery schedule is on time. So it hasn't been postponed from any other time. So for those of you that got their emails for their delivery schedule for second and third wave, it's still on time, and you're still going to get it at the time that was promised. And there's no postponement due to COVID, which is good news for a lot of you that have been waiting for your Nier dolls. And then lastly, the last Dollfie Dream news I want to make is, I saved it for last because it's my most important and most exciting news that I want to share with you all, which I think most of you probably have heard this already in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, I'm just gonna point right here. I'm so excited. I'm so giddy right now. So Volks has announced that Sailor Jupiter is going to be made. Now, I knew it was going to happen. I just didn't know when. I'm also surprised it's not a bundle like Sailor Jupiter and Sailor Venus together, like how Mars and Mercury was. Although that might still be the case. Now, the only reason why I know about this is that someone from one of the doll groups that I'm a part of has posted it, but they didn't post any other information. They only posted the pictures. So as you can see in this first picture here, this is a group photo of Sailor Jupiter and the other scouts in the background. Like I said, they didn't post any news on this, but I have a couple ideas of where this is possibly from. Now, this is a picture here of Sailor Jupiter solo and a couple other poses. And then another picture here of Sailor Jupiter in her school uniform, which I really, really want. Now, like I said, I have no idea where this came from, and the author of the post didn't really say, but my guess is that it's snapshots from the Volks 87 news magazine. That hasn't been released yet, at least not here. It is going to be available in Japan, I think, this Monday, which is going to be April 27th. However, for us international buyers, we probably won't be able to purchase it until May. That's my guesstimate. Now, I'm thinking this is from the magazine, but I could be totally wrong. As I tried to find information, I went to the Volks International website. I didn't see anything. Volks USA definitely didn't have it. And I went to, what's it called? The official Sailor Moon page, which I was able to see it there, but it didn't say anything about a release date from what I could tell. And I can't read Japanese, so I didn't really know any other information that was on there, but there weren't any numbers for dates, so I don't think there is a date for the release. Now, my guess is that this was supposed to be announced and released during Doll's Party 44, I think it is, which was supposed to take place this April, but was postponed due to COVID. So I really don't know, but I'm super excited for this. I've been saving up money and not buying any dolls whatsoever because of this doll and some other dolls that I'm waiting for. But this was definitely my doll for 2020 that I've been trying desperately not to spend too much money on because I really want her. So I'm hoping I get her. I have a couple plans on how to maybe make sure that I get her, but I'm not totally sure. But I hope that all of you are excited, especially you Sailor Moon fans, for Sailor Jupiter and possibly Sailor Venus. Again, I haven't heard anything, so this might be a solo release for Jupiter. Who knows? Also, it's probably going to be a lottery, if anything. This is most likely not a pre-order project, as those are normally announced in the fall and then released the subsequent fall or winter. So this is definitely going to be something that's a lottery. So definitely we're going to have to wait for an after-event announcement, or for those of you that are lucky to go to Japan and go to Doll Party, whenever that is going to be, and hopefully win her there or be able to purchase her there. We'll see how that works out. But I'm super, I'm so giddy. I can't. I gotta move on, or else I'm just gonna keep talking about Jupiter like forever. So that's really it for Dollfie Dream news this week. So let's just move on to the Smart Doll news. Now, Smart Doll news this week is definitely a lot less than before. Now, Danny Chu's been posting a lot, but it's more so either clarifications of certain things and reiterations of certain things with more information. So in essence, I kind of like narrowed it down to just one topic, and I just put all the information together. So let's move on. So the first thing I want to talk about is actually more funny than the news. So Danny Chu's posted in this picture here, he held a Smart Doll Battle Royale time. Now, for those of you that don't know, there's 3 of them so far, and basically it's a scavenger hunt. You have to go on the website and look for a clue, and you get 10% off, or whatever percent off it's going to be for that particular Battle Royale. And if you scour the website and you find the code, you know, the first person gets to use it gets the 10% off. This time around, he had 3 10% offs to give out, and he gave 3 different clues. And for whatever reason, I guess I decided to participate in this one because I was just curious if I could even find the code, if anything, because I'm not really good at these scavenger hunts. But apparently this was the hardest one. So the first 2 times people found it within minutes. This time it pretty much took the entire day, from the moment he released it, which I believe was like 7 o'clock in the morning, Eastern time in the United States for me. And then I think the first winner was probably right around 6, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the United States. And it ended up not being on the website at all. And it ended up being on, I think somebody said on YouTube, like on a YouTube page or something. That's insane. Everybody scoured the website and like... Danny really threw us a curveball with that one. That was a good one, but I just thought it was just notable to watch, because notable to announce or talk about, because everybody on the website was like looking for this thing, and people were saying, I got it, I didn't get it, and it was crazy. GG, Danny, GG. So, let's move on. So the first real news, I want to talk about certain announcements for Smart Dolls. So the first one here, Danny Chu has posted in this picture here of a new Smart Doll called Dauntless. Oh my goodness. This is a knock in the park home run. I really wanted Independence. Well, actually, I really wanted Entropy first, but because Entropy, the version I wanted was a prototype garage sale, and the version that was released was subtly different, but different enough where I'm like, it's too different. Like, I really wanted the original, so I didn't get her. So my next step up was Independence, but now Dauntless. I think I'm gonna have to wait for Dauntless. Dauntless is way, way cuter. I really like her. There's no ETA on her. We don't know when she's gonna be released, but if I were to guess, it'd be sometime this year. I'm hoping. Now, Danny Chu's made other announcements, so let's move on. So the next one is this one he posted here, which is Smart Doll Nostalgia, which is another really, really cute Smart Doll. I really like Nostalgia too. I can't buy all the Smart Dolls because then there are more being released, especially the collaborations like Supergirl that we're waiting for, which I still don't know if I want to get Supergirl or not. There's so many girls. Not everybody can make varsity. I'm sorry. I don't know what to get, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Dauntless or Nostalgia. Oh, they're both beautiful. And then there's another one. Oh, yes, there's another one. Danny Chu's posted in this picture here of Smart Doll Pew Pew. So he posted an earlier post with Pew Pew. He has posted in this one Pew Pew. But also he wants to know a name because we can't use Pew Pew, right? So she's very pretty. And she kind of reminds me of Cherry in a way. Let me know what you guys think. She kind of looks like Cherry to me, or Sana without freckles, maybe. I'm not entirely sure, but she needs a name. Now, as always, I will give out what I think a name should be. I don't know if it would be a good one or not, but I have two this time, right? She could either be Ginger. She kind of looks like Ginger. And please, I don't mean it in a derogatory way. I just think sounds cool, like a ginger, because Danny Chu's been doing a lot of things with like names for how should I say it? Like either fruits or herbs or colors, like cinnamon skin tone or milk skin tone, or like symphony and harmony. So I'm thinking ginger. Ginger's like an herb. It's widely used in Japan. It's a cute name, ginger. Or if you don't like ginger, how about clover? I think clover is another good one. She could be a clover. She looks like a clover. I don't know. I could be wrong. Who knows? Those are just my choices. That's what I think. Could be good choices for this doll, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Now, let's move on. So this one is a prototype. So Danny Chu has posted in this picture here of a prototype head, and it says, fresh off the printer, guess who? I think it's definitely pretty clear. Now, I could be wrong, but it really looks like it could be CC or C2, however you want to say it, from Code Geass, which is the green-haired girl that we've been hinted upon numerous different times throughout the release of Code Geass characters. I think this is CC. I really do. It looks like her face. I don't know. What do you guys think? Put it down in the comment section down below, but I think it could be her. I'm super excited for her. See, this is another one that I have to buy. Like, I have to buy CC. I do. Like, it's one of my favorite characters. Oh, but this is so cool. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you think it's CC, or do you think it's another, I would say a limited license character, I would think, because why else would he say guess who, right? Unless it's somebody that we already know. We wouldn't know if it's an original character, right? So it's got to be a licensed character. I'm thinking it's CC. It could be something from the Disney Marvel collaboration that he's doing, or DC collaboration that he's doing, but who knows? We'll just have to wait and see, but I think it's C2. Now, let's move on. Now, Danny Chu has posted in this picture here of a new Chaos bundle. So the Chaos bundles are basically the outlet stuff that he's been selling recently. There's been body parts and hand parts that he's already done. And as most people have requested, now it's going to be heads. So he's working on blank heads to release. Now the cool thing about this is that the heads, there is some that may be put in these bags of heads that have never been used for any production model girl. So I'm thinking one-offs that have been made, but just couldn't make the cut. You might get one in one of these bundles. Now, how much the bundle is going to be, I don't know, because the bundles are all different prices. So we'll have to wait and see when Danny Chu actually does release the Chaos Head bundle. But this is definitely good news for all of you out there that wanted to customize your dolls and needed some heads to do so. This is the time. So we just got to wait for Danny Chu to make an announcement, and I'll let you guys know as soon as I find out. Now let's move on. Now Danny Chu has also posted in this picture here of some merch, and he puts it in quotes, excuse me, did I hear somebody say posters? Now I didn't say posters, but somebody must have said posters, and now Mr. Danny Chu looks like he's working on some posters. I'm super excited. I could use with a new background here. I still like Aimee very much, but she takes up a lot of real estate. So I might have to move her to the other side of my office and then put some other stuff here. I'm thinking the Chitose poster would go very well up here. I like both of them, but out of the two, for some odd, weird reason, I like the toilet one. I think that's super cute. I would really like the Chitose toilet poster, so I'll have to wait for those to be released. I'm super excited for that. Now, to close off today's episode, I wanted to talk about something really quick that I think is just really funny, and it's so typical of Danny to throw hints out all the time. But for some of you that have noticed or haven't noticed, and I know I've posted it in Danny's posts in the comments section, and so have other people have posted it in the comments section, as well as Smart Doll groups. But in the past couple of posts that Danny's has made in either Twitter or Instagram have been pictures of the store or DHL or prototype girls or whatever have you of his house. But hidden in those posters, if you're very ninja-like and you could really find them, Danny Chu has posted a spoilers of a certain character. And that character, I believe, it's very obvious, but I could be wrong, but I'm thinking it's Batgirl. The new DC release of Batgirl. I know we're getting Supergirl, but I think Batgirl's the next one because he keeps doing this. So here's one picture that another user in the Smart Doll group has posted. This is one picture that Batgirl has made an appearance. This is another one that he posted that I found. This is very blurry here. And a third one that I found, which is another one here, which was from Dauntless's picture. If you look at Dauntless's post, she's in the background. So suffice to say, I think that Batgirl is going to be the next one after Supergirl to be released because she's looking good, and I really like the outfit. It is like it's really cool. Like, so Batgirl, just like Batman, has had so many outfits depending on who the artist is for that story arc, and I think this is a really good one here. It's not my favorite Batgirl suit, but then again, my favorite Batgirl suit probably wouldn't translate very well to Smart Doll because it's too armorish looking. But this one is definitely super cool. This is from the newer version of Batgirl from the very end of the new DC New 52s, I believe, where Batgirl's kind of more cartoonish looking. It also kind of looks like Batgirl from like the old 50s and 60s too, where it had like that very bright purple and yellowish kind of feel to it. But we'll have to wait and see, you know. It's definitely looking awesome, and between Batgirl and Supergirl, I'm a huge fan of both of them. But I think I might have to go with the Batgirl one because Batgirl, and at least if she looks like this, I really want her. Now, the Supergirl that I like is definitely the Supergirl from the new 52 version, which doesn't look anything like the one that Danny Chu has made, even though the one that Danny Chu has made is very, very cool. It's more of the prior to the new 52 series. Now, I know I'm really geeking out on you for those of you that don't know too much about DC Comics, but I'm just geeking out because it's so awesome. So Batgirl is definitely something I think is going to be released next. So we're just going to have to keep more eyes on Danny Chu's pictures. Just keep an eye out. Every time he posts something, just look in the background. Sometimes there's a lot of really cool stuff just hidden in the background. So we'll just have to wait and see, like I said. And yeah, just a lot of news. A lot of news coming out of Smart Doll and Dollfie Dream this week. So that's really it. That wraps up today's episode of the Doll Symposium. Now, there is no community shout out this week or this 2 weeks because I didn't make a video last week. So for 2 weeks, I haven't received any emails for anyone that wants to participate, which is fine. You know, it's just something for the community. If you want to participate, then do so. Just send me an email to dlwshizusan@gmail.com. Send it right there to that email, and just remember, picture of your doll, a little, you know, something that you want to say to the community, and then if it's not easily seen, or for people that don't really know too much about the dolls, just make sure you put down what doll it is, and your information if you want to be found. Basically, like if you have like an Instagram or Flickr or anything where you want other people to see your work of your pictures or whatever, put that information there. And then also make sure you put in the email, like if there are certain things you don't want me to tell people, make sure you put that on there. You know, like Shizusan, don't release this information below or above or whatever. So this way I don't accidentally release stuff that you don't want other people to see. But definitely if you want to participate in the community shout out, it's more than welcome. I definitely have been having fun with a lot of the submissions, and a lot of people have been enjoying it. So hopefully next episode of the Doll Symposium will get a submission that I can share with you all. But that wraps up everything for today's video of the Doll Symposium. As always, I'm your host, Shizusan, and my lovely little girl over here is the very beautiful Hanamaru. So thank you everybody for watching. Please remember to hit that like button if you like this video, and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and we will see you guys in the next episode.
This is our time, this is our life. Sometimes all you need is a smile to get by.